Yeah, I went to high school in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from. You guys know about Gettysburg? You guys know what that is? Yeah. There's like the Civil War was there. That was bad. And now Gettysburg is known as the ghost tourism capital of the world. And that was tough growing up. You know, because when I was a kid, I was scared of ghosts. And there's no adult in Gettysburg, PA that'll tell you the ghosts aren't real, because it'll collapse the economy of the town. So that was tough. You know? They'd be like, hey Dad, I watched a scary movie, but ghosts aren't real, are they? He's like, actually son, they are real, and that's our main export, so buckle up. You know? Gettysburg is, it's like a white trash town. That's like the big thing there. And my parents really didn't want me hanging out with white trash, but they also didn't want to seem too judgmental, you know? So they would just ask me all these weird questions before I hung out with my friends. You know, like I'd be like, hey Mom, can I go hang out at Clayton's house? And she'd be like, well, how many dogs do they have? And I'd be like, 4, and she'd be like, no. And that was the whole conversation. That was it. You know, just these weird questions like, if I take you to Clayton's house, where am I going to park the car? And I'd be like, well, there's a bunch of 4-wheelers in the driveway, so they usually park in the yard. She's like, you're never seeing that kid again. You know? But I don't like it when people make fun of white trash, though, right? Because when I was a kid, I wanted to be white trash. You know, all my friends lived in the same trailer park, and I was jealous. You know, I'd get all mad. I was like, man, this is bullshit. My mom never lets me throw frogs at anything. This sucks. You know? Like, there were years where I thought my dad was a loser because he only drove the lawnmower on the grass. You know? I was like, Hunter's dad takes it to the store. This family's bullshit. I hate you guys. Never gonna fit in. You know? It was especially weird growing up in a white trash town because I grew up in a Muslim family. Most of my family's from Morocco. A lot of them still live there in Africa. So, you know, fucking surprise! What's up? Yeah. That's right, thanks for the white privilege, idiots. Gotcha. Been secretly brown this whole time. Huh? You guys have been pranked. You guys are all on my new prank show. Buzzed. What's up? Huh? I'll give a quick shout out to all the cops. Thanks for the no tickets ever. That's been sick. Huh? These guys take one look at my ID. They're like, Mekki Leeper. Well, that sounds like a halal food order, but you look like my kid. Get out of here, man. You know, what do you want, 20 bucks? You want to play with my gun? I love you. That's what I said. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird growing up in a house with 2 religions, right? Because my mom was Muslim and my dad was Christian, and instead of like forcing one on me, like you're supposed to with your child, you're like, nah, it'll be fine, we'll just let him pick. You know, come on, Mac, it's about time. After all, you are 8. You know, sure you can't choose what you wear or what you eat, but hey, creator of the known universe, roll the dice, baby. You know, no pressure, one of us has to be wrong, so, you know, why don't you come home after Little League and denounce one of your parents' beliefs? That'll be character building. You know? But I left all that behind, man. I left all that behind. Left the Muslim family, white trash town. Moved to the big city, Philadelphia. That's where I live. Yeah, I live in a bad neighborhood in Philly. I live in a very bad neighborhood. And a lot of people are scared of bad neighborhoods, you know, but I'm not. Right? Because I feel like ever since nerdy-looking dudes like me started gentrifying everything, I'm like the scariest dude on the block. You know? Like, if anyone ever fucked with me, I would just be like, all right, dude, you better back up before I turn your house into a fucking cupcake shop, dog. What's up? Ooh, oh, this is your turf? Yeah, no, me and my boys roll through fucking strapped with the banjos. That's right. It's about to be a free show right here tonight. $1 PBRs. You're fucked. We're doing all acoustic covers of DMX songs. It's gonna be hilarious. You know? I like it, man. I like living in a bad neighborhood because there's no bullshit, you know? Like, everyone is really straightforward with you. Even, like, the names of the businesses are super straightforward, right? Like, my favorite place to eat in my neighborhood is a deli that's just called Cigarettes and Lunch, and that's it. That's charming, you know? I love that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, live in the city. You know, it's confusing. I'm doing like casual dating. It's weird, you know, like, I don't know, I hooked up with this girl not too long ago, and I wasn't looking for anything serious, you know, I didn't want a relationship, wasn't looking for a girlfriend. And the next morning, she's like, hey, just so you know, I'm not looking for anything serious. And I was like, oh yeah, that's great, me too. She's like, no, you gotta understand. I don't want a relationship, and I'm not gonna be your girlfriend. And I was like, all right, well, technically this is exactly what I wanted, but when you say it out loud, it feels mean. I don't know what just happened, right? It was like I was at a show, right? It was like I was watching like a concert, you know, and I'm in the crowd dancing, having a good time. Then suddenly the lead singer stops everything and points me out in the audience and is like, hey, you, just so you know, you're not in this band. I didn't even want to be in the band. You couldn't if you tried, so fuck off. It's like, all right, that's fair, I guess. You know? Yeah, the dating stuff is not, it's not going well. It's not. I watched gay porn for the first time this week. Yeah, that's how it's going. You know? And here's the thing. I didn't really want to watch gay porn, but I'm in college, so all my friends are these like super jacked, but also very woke dudes. So they like bullied me into it, you know? They were like, come on man, you never saw gay porn before? And I was like, no. And they were like, come on dude, you never even looked at it? You never even clicked on it? What are you, like homophobic or something? I was like, all right, first of all, no. Second of all, it seems like a weird way to support a group of people. You know? Like, could you imagine if someone came up to you at a party and they were like, hey man, I heard you don't care about Syrian refugees. It's like, whoa. I think it's an important thing. They come to this country in their time of need. It's like, yeah? Well, are you watching them fuck? It's like, hey man, I heard you're some kind of capitalist piece of shit and you don't care about small businesses. It's like, whoa. I think it's an important way to grow the local economy. It's like, yeah? Why don't you jerk off on my Etsy page, man? And a shitload of trinkets this month. Get your dick out, bro. I'm serious. I need new friends, I think. You know? But yeah, the relationship stuff, it's not going well. Like I said, I'm in college. I go to this school called Temple University in Philadelphia. And, thank you, one person. It's not a great school. No, but I go to Temple, and I was dating this girl there for like a year. And not that long ago, she left me for one of the Temple University basketball players, which was tough, you know? Because, like, she's right. It's always hard going through a breakup when the other person has made, like, the objectively correct decision. You know? Like, this guy, he's a Division I athlete, right? So I did not underestimate, like, how tall he was going to be, or, like, how ripped he was going to be. But I definitely underestimated how many posters of him there are around campus. I did not know it was going to be like that, you know? A lot of people go through a breakup. Not everybody has to see a 10-foot banner of her new boyfriend going like this. You know? I swear to God, there's a billboard of this guy on campus where he's holding a basketball and it just says, "It's our time." I'm like, well, I don't know if it's our time. It feels like your time right now. Right? You know? And the worst part is, like, my roommates are all huge fans, you know? So they watch all the games, and I have to listen to announcers on ESPN talk about this guy and say a bunch of shit I don't want to hear at all, you know? Stuff like, "Oh, Jim, would you just look at the incredible strength and stamina of this young athlete?" I'm like, all right, that's about enough of that. That's cool. You know? Like, "Oh, Steve, you don't have to tell me. This guy does nothing but dominate whatever's in front of him." I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Like, "Oh, Jim, I mean, could you just imagine, with this kind of raw power and speed, I mean, just how hard he fucks Emily. It's gotta be, oh my God." Hey guys, that's my time. Thank you so much.